We're going to talk about the 9 to 5 today and why chosen ones are not meant to live a 9 to 5 type of life and lifestyle, working under the government, etc., etc. A 9 to 5, brothers and sisters, is meant to keep you trapped. It is meant to keep you enslaved. It is meant to keep you imprisoned. And it'll keep you away from everything you could do in life. It'll keep you away from hitting your potential, making less money, paying more taxes. Who wants to make less money and pay more taxes? I don't think there's a human being alive who would sit there and say, I want to make less money and pay more taxes. I don't think anybody would. So it is meant to destroy your life. And the only way possible I see a 9 to 5 type of job being worth it is if you can make a ton of money doing it. You have a plan to escape, to not continue to do that. Or you're a doctor or something like that and make a ton of money and you're passionate about your work and you actually love it. Other than that, man, I don't see it. I don't see a point. Even if you're a carpenter, you can work on your own schedule, on your own terms. Like, you don't have to be involved into 9 to 5 rat race with the government involved and everything else. And like, everyone who runs their own businesses, bro, they make more money. They pay less taxes. They get away with paying less taxes. There's ways to do it. And there's just no excuses. Like, bro, everyone can find a way. There's a way. There's a way to do it. There's businesses you guys could create right now that have low cost, that you could start up, that you could get going, that you could build that business into a very big business. There's many different things you can do. Some things you may have to go to school for. Some things. And if that something is what you want to do, maybe do it, but then get so good at what you do, you can create your own business. You don't have to stay in the 9 to 5 because you're going to make more money on your own terms. You're going to pay less taxes on your own terms. You're going to be able to save more money, to be able to invest more money, to have more freedom. The list goes on, and it just, everything in life multiplies, bro. But if you're stuck in the 9 to 5 race, it is meant to keep you right there. It is meant to keep you stuck, imprisoned, like a slave. And you just make far less money. It's not good. And it's not healthy because you put in too much effort and don't get enough back. No wonder why everyone's so miserable and pissed who's in that 9 to 5 race. It is not fair, especially in the world we're living in today. It is far from fair. Like, the prices of everything has skyrocketed. Everything's gone up. The pay has not gone up that much. So everyone's losing more money every single year. So you have to really be on your P's and Q's to outsmart, to outwit, to outwork what is going on. And you can do it, but you got to be smart. You can't be stupid. Because you're just going to continue to lose more and more and more every year that goes by. That is what's going to happen. So I understand that some people are meant to live that life and they just don't have it in them. to do their own thing. Because when you do your own thing, bro, it's literally on you. Nobody's going to get you up out of bed besides yourself. You don't have like a place to go at a specific time. You have to be at a job location at a specific time. You have to get yourself up. You have to keep yourself in shape, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You have to keep yourself in line and discipline yourself because you have to be good at what you do. You have to be good at your business. Otherwise, you're not going to have a business because you have to be good. You have to live that disciplined life. But it's the higher up life. A 9 to 5, bro, you can go there hungover. You can go there in any shape you want to be in. But you can't do stuff like that running a business. You can't afford to do that. Because you have to be really good. Otherwise, someone's going to get somebody else to do what you can do. But better, because they're in better shape. They're in better condition. They're going to do a better job. Nobody wants to do business with a bum. Nobody wants to do business with somebody who doesn't even take themselves seriously. And guess what? Many people that show up to 9 to 5 jobs, go home, get baked, drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, don't care, eat whatever, show up, bent out of shape at work again, and the list just goes on. So you kind of can just dick around and work a 9 to 5, and that's what some people want to do. That's how some people want to live. But they're not chosen. They're not chosen for anything. On the other hand, there is yourself that is disciplined, that wants to do great things, that lives for it, and you're willing to do whatever it takes. So you're chosen for something. Even if you don't know what it is, you're chosen for something. You just have to find out what it is. That's the thing. It could take time, but if you're not fighting tooth and nail to be at your best, if you're not keeping yourself in shape in every way possible, if you're not serious, if you don't have ambitions, then you're not doing yourself any favors. But if you can just stay afloat, if you can just stay up, if you can just keep that drive alive, that spark lit, the spark is not fizzling out anytime soon. If you can just keep that lit, there's so many opportunities, brothers and sisters, that you don't even realize. There's things right in front of you. There's businesses you could start literally today, and you don't even know it. But you see, it takes work. Going to a 9 to 5, you have to show up and work, but you're guaranteed a paycheck. You're guaranteed a paycheck at the end of the week or bi-weekly or whatever it is. You work for yourself, you have to put in a certain amount of work and you're going to get paid in dividends. Things might not happen right away, things might not come right away, but that's how it works. People who started their own businesses that you work for did not make money right away. There's a lot of things that went into it. And finally, they can do it. They can start to make money. And things just compound over time. And that is how it works. There's one thing I do know. And the thing I know is that chosen ones are not meant to work the 9 to 5. Chosen ones aren't meant to walk around like little rats in a building and just take orders from people. Do this. It's basically like, hey man, take this stick and set it on that shelf. Okay. Now what? Bro, that don't even look right. Chosen ones are not meant to do that. That analogy is exactly what you do at a job, whether it's picking up a stick and setting it on a shelf or not. That is what you're doing. Chosen ones are not meant to do that. You were meant to build something. You were meant to create something. You have talents, you have gifts. There's something special about you that you can bring to this world to make it a better place. God has chosen you. He didn't choose everybody, but he did choose you to do something. That's why you're doing it, and so many others are not, because so many others are not chosen, but you are. Even if you're not doing what you should be doing right now, if you have this mentality, then obviously something is there, because, bro, those other types of people don't think this way. If you think this way, there's a reason why you think this way. Even if you're not where you want to be yet. As long as you don't give up, as long as you keep working, as long as you keep thinking this way, something is bound to happen. Something is bound to give. And life is worth fighting for. We are already taken advantage of by the government and so many things. There's even certain things, bro, like that you cannot get around. You can't get around not paying your property taxes off of your house. You can't get around that. But when it comes to taxes and your yearly taxes, there is ways to get around it. There's ways to avoid a lot of stuff that you can't if you're a typical 9 to 5. They get robbed of so much money, bro. It's just sickening. It's literally sickening. And it's your own fault. Because you could do something else. You don't have to do that. You can do that. But you are getting robbed of a lot of money you could be keeping. And you could be doing something else. That's the thing. That something else has to take its place. All of us that are chosen are meant to do something, bro. We're not all chosen to do the exact same thing. It's going to be all different. Some of us might be similar. Some of us might do similar things, but it's not going to be all the same. We all have our own thing as to what we do. And it takes a lot of grinding. It takes a lot of days, weeks, months, years. A lot of figuring things out. Putting the pieces of the puzzle together and staying patient and understanding that life will not pass you by, even though it feels like it. You might be young. You might not where you want to be in life. And you might genuinely feel like life is passing you by right now, and you're not who you want to be. You're not where you want to be. But that's a part of the process. Bro, at 24 years old, I still felt that way. I still felt that way at 24. And I was giving it my all for the last 5 years. Like, let's say from 19 to 24. I was giving it my all. I was down different alleyways, different avenues. I was doing different things. I was trying. And I was staying disciplined. I was in the gym. I was working hard. I was healthy. I was motivated. I was ambitious. There's so many things that you guys don't even know 1/4 of that I went through, that I did on my journey. And that's the thing, man. You can't stop. Like, you either want to run your own ship or you don't. I never felt right working a 9 to 5. I felt like, bro, I should be running this whole building. Let's say I worked at a fish plant before for a little amount of time, for a short amount of time. I'm in there. I feel like I should run this whole place. Look at the idiots that are. I don't feel like they're on my level. I feel like whatever they're doing, I'm going to do much greater than that. Look at them. This is nothing. Look at all these people. It's just, bro, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. It's just how you feel. So, when you get these feelings, man, they're not for no reason. It's what is. And you're the one that's going to prove people wrong, because some of those people might look at you and they might not think that you could do anything great. Because, bro, no one knows what you know. Nobody can really see who you are. Nobody can really do those things. But in the end, you're going to prove them wrong. And guess what happened? It happens. So who was right and who was wrong? The way they thought about you was false. The way you thought about them was real, was the truth. Because they are who they are. You've become who you are. You saw them for what they were. You were just young and you had a long ways to go. And you got there when they didn't think that that was you. It was you because you did it. You proved it. So you are right. They were not. I don't know what it is, bro. There's just some people in this world that just get it. And some of us do. Some people will never get it. They will literally never get it for their entire lives. They're always going to live below what they should. And I really believe some people is just terrified to take the next steps. Like terrified. They don't want to know anymore. They don't want to understand anymore. They don't want to learn anymore. It's just like the way they think and who they are, it's just going to stay that way. And they're just going to coast through life and they don't want to do any more. They're just staying right there. Nothing else is going to change. That's the difference between us and people like that. They're getting terrified to change. And we're just like starving to change, starving to do more, starving to do better because we know we can. We know who we are. We believe in ourselves. They don't. But that's on them. They're probably not chosen. And we were chosen to make a massive splash in this world. And they just weren't. And that's fine. I'm just trying to explain this in a way where you guys really understand what this is all about and your belief system and how powerful it is. You guys got to give yourselves more credit for how powerful you actually are. And this is what's powerful. My body ain't strong without my mind. My body would be weak without my strong mind. Because my strong mind makes my strong body. Does that make sense? It's not just strong because I popped out of the womb and I'm just an animal. I use this to make me strong. I use this to do everything. It's all in here. Everything you do. All the exercise you do, every weight you lift, every successful business you've created, everything you've ever done that is good was all because of this. And it's not just about the gym. It's not just about the success. It's everything. You have to be good at everywheres. There can be no category where you lack. If you lack something, you have to make that better. You have to be well-rounded everywhere. And if you can do that, you can do anything. So guys, any of you that are caught up in the 9 to 5, I just want to encourage you guys that there is a way out. Like I said, man, there's many businesses you could start from scratch that have low cost. I get it. There's some businesses that's going to take a lot of money that some of you probably don't have. Although, there's businesses with severely low startup costs that you could start, that you could create it into something very big. You just have to have the ambition behind yourself, to believe in yourself, to put in the work, to make it happen. But people don't want to take those steps. Bro, there was many times in my life, on my journey, where there was work that needed to be done that presented itself. And it's just like, I don't have much knowledge or information on the things I have to do right now to proceed forward. And stuff like that sucks because you just really don't want to do it. Because you don't know much about it. You don't want to do this part. You just want to get to a certain other part where, you want to be at. But bro, you have to go through that little bit of shit. Like, you just have to do it. And sometimes that is what is holding most of you back. You don't even get it, man. And the reason I get it is because I've gone through those little times where it's like, I really don't want to do that, but I know I have to do this. That is what it takes. It's that first little stuff. It's just the little stuff. And I actually help a lot of people through that little stuff daily. So if you guys want to book a call, we can do that. You have to text me. My information is in the description box below. You guys don't even know, man, all the businesses that there is that you guys could start from scratch that could literally change your life. You just have to know what you want to do. And if you don't know, you just have to give yourself more time. You're probably young. And if you're a lot older and you don't know what to do, well, you probably wasted a lot of years. You did not do what you should have done. And that is a price you have to pay. It's not over completely for you, but the last thing we want to do in life, folks, is to dig a hole for ourselves that it's hard to get out of. That's what you don't want to do. You want to stay on top of your shit. You want to stay on top of your game. You want to stay on top. And that is why I say it in every video, we will see you at the top, because that is what we will do. Because we stay on top. We don't sink. We swim. But anyways, guys, there's a lot that can be done. Think about it. I'll see y'all in the next video. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. Once again, we'll see y'all at the top.